Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this thing. Hey, let me turn down a little bit the volume because I'm struggling hearing my own voice through the headphones, and I don't know. Okay, so welcome to this thing, and I forgot to set up my main webcam, so I will use the integrated webcam of my new laptop. And the funny thing is that this new laptop has basically the webcam level with the keyboard, so you will see my hands typing. So let me switch to the thing. Yeah, and you will see my face from a very shitty angle, like okay, so let me set up the scene in OBS, and then I need this to go boom 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 boom. It's half decent. So how is everyone doing? Oops. Did I switch? Oops, I switched. I switched. Yeah. No, Andrea, non ci vado a letto, non sei mia mamma, lasciami perdere. Uffa, che palle, uffa. Okay, so I think we are ready. See? I hurt myself. God damn it. Is the music too loud? Yeah, nostril cam. Hello. I need to write. Okay, so I think we are ready to go. So first of all, let me show you what I did this evening, and it's really cool. As you can see, a bunch of codes, and yeah, music is super low, Andre, but if I turn it up too much, it's kinda too much in my ears, and right now I can't figure out how to turn it down from Bandcamp, and it sucks. But yeah, I guess I can do it like this. Is it? Yeah, I'm going to do shit and stuff, and I don't know. I really don't know. So actually, I don't really need headphones, so I can just no, that's a mistake. Yeah. I can just remove the headphones and turn up a little bit the volume. Mamma dice di andare a dormire. Yeah. Mamma me lo dice sempre, vatti a dormire, è tardi. So without further ado, let's see. Do you like it? I made it. Let me see on my other screen if it's coming really good or really bad. No, now it's a bit too loud. Sei proprio italiano, Andrea, porco due, non t'accontenti mai, oh, mannaggia la puttana. Is it good now? Is it good? I guess so. Yeah, Jan, my dialect is pretty similar to Spanish sometimes. So, can you can you see? Can you see? This is um, a very ancient program called 10 print, and it was uh, a graphic representation of something. I don't know, it was really popular with like command lines, because it's basically a a basically it draws a slash or a backslash depending on a random value. So it has a 50% chance of being a forward slash and a backslash. So yeah, it's uh, it's really cool and really simple, and I made it so that it has two functions, one loop scroll and one random scroll. And basically the random scroll, as the name suggests, uh, it it basically scrolls up, and it adds at the end of the screen, it adds a new set of slashes that is random, while loop scroll basically picks up the first line of slashes, and basically appends it to the end of the screen and basically loops it, and it's really cool. Hello DPDP, hello DPDP. So yeah, I think after I showed you that, I think we are good to go. And well, what is that? I don't know. So I think we are good to go and try to do some shit. First of all, I will I will initialize the main functions here. Void draw, and yeah, you can see my fingers while I type. It's a really shitty setup. I should have set up my main webcam, but yeah, my main webcam is my phone actually. So, but I couldn't be bothered. So let me see. What should we do? Chat, please. Say something, and I will try and see. Yeah, hat. It's basically I don't want to say like a library for Java, because yeah, it's based on Java, and yeah, it's based on Java, and that's all that I know about processing. So let me see what the chat. A cake. Okay, let's try and make a cake. So let me see. Let me do a thing. Okay, so let me open the reference for processing, and let's see if we can. Here's Daniel Schiffman. He's a really good guy. I think y'all will enjoy if y'all are into programming and shit like that. So Yeah. Okay, so reference, let me see, 3D primitives. Oh no, there's no cylinder. Oh well, I think we will make a um, we will make a square cake. So first of all, how do I want to do that? Should I just draw a box? Okay, first of all, we initialize the window 500 500 with a P3D renderer, and then if it doesn't make sense, oh, a 2D cake, no, 2D cake is too I don't know, I don't want to do that. I want to do 3D. Okay, so okay, let me oh, no, I saw box, but I didn't see size. And then okay, so so we need a position for the cake, and we say that post to new p vector, and it's like 0 0 0, and then we translate the scene to width divided by 2, height divided by 2, and 0, I guess. I don't know. And then we say box with size 100, and let's see what happens, shall we? Okay, now it shows a square, but if I rotate x pi divided by 4 and rotate y xy, so it's okay, rotate y pi divided by 4, we should see a little bit of 3D if I didn't screw up. Okay, yeah. Hello Strigid, hello Cora, hello everyone in the chat. Let me do a thing. Okay. Hello 9 people. Haha. Really funny. Okay, so we need a float side and h. Let me call them s and h, and we say s is equal to 100 and h is equal to like 40 maybe, and then instead of rotating by pi divided by pi fourths, we divide it by minus pi divided by 4, so that instead of seeing the bottom of the cake, we see the top. Okay, so now we do, instead of specifying one length for all the sides, we specify all the 3 dimensions, and we say s, s, h, and if I'm not wrong, the result should be it's wrong. So it's it's maybe SHS. Maybe I should look at the reference actually. Yes, I did good. And maybe rotate Y, I should pi fourths because I think it's better. Yeah, it's much better. Much better. Yeah. So now maybe 100 is too little, so maybe 280. Let's see. Yeah, it's much more like a... Oh god. Oh god. Oops. Yeah, and then how about we put some spheres? Okay, how do I want to go about that? So we might want to do it procedurally, like placing spheres around the perimeter, but I don't know about that. Analog, we are working on a cake, the best 3D cake that humans can think about. Yeah, I don't know. So we now, oh god, we now want to, like, maybe I should say like int and spheres. Okay, let me remove the headphones because I cannot think with music. So I want like I say 10, and I want like float radius. I want them to be like 20 pixels in radius, or maybe 10. Maybe it's 10. And now I want to Okay, I have an idea, but I don't know if it will work. So we can say for float angle is equal to 0, angle is less than 2 pi, and angle plus equals 2 pi divided by n spheres. Basically, I'm looping through every single angle with 2 pi divided by the number of the spheres increments. So since 2 pi is basically 360, we are incrementing by 36 degrees, and then I evaluate sine and cosine, and I multiply it by half of the side, so that we're basically putting the cake at the center of a polar coordinate system, and then we want to constrain the values of sine and cosine to half of the side of the cake. So maybe we don't want to multiply sine and cosine by 100, but we want to multiply it by the square root of 200, because now that I'm thinking of it, no, we need to do like Pythagorean theorem. I don't know. Wait, let me see. Let me see. A float. Inscribed circle is, and then I say inscribed circle. Yeah, I don't have I should buy like a whiteboard so that I can illustrate what I'm thinking about. But yeah, I don't know. So let me see. I can say square root of, because wait, actually I can do this. I could do like, do we have, is there paint on Windows Paint? Yeah, hell yeah, we just upgraded, boys. Okay, so basically here's our cake seen from above, and now I will yeah, I fucked up. Now we say that this is an hypothetical circumference around the cake, and this is the radius that we are calculating, and it's inscribed C, this variable here. We then calculate sine and cosine. So basically we calculate this and this, and after we did that we can place the cake, for example, at a coordinate xy, and x is cosine and y is sine. But for example, if we evaluate sine and cosine here, we see that the xy position of the hypothetical topping is right here, and we don't want that. We want it like right here. So we basically constrain the sine and cosine values to half the side of the cake. And after we did that, so after we constrained sine and cosine, we can basically procedurally, I never said that word out loud, procedurally place the toppings on the outside, and I hope it works, because why not? Because why it shouldn't work? Why shouldn't it work? So we now need to calculate this thing, and we can think about this radius has the hypotenuse. I think a lot of you studied trigonometry at school. I think all of you. But yeah, it's a good thing to re something. I don't really know. So we have this dimension. Yeah, maybe I should use the arrows. This dimension and this dimension, and basically both of these values are half of the cake side. So we basically we say that it's the square root, and of course the Pythagorean theorem says that the square, I don't know how to enunciate it in English, so I will do it in Italian. Il quadrato costruito sopra l'ipotenusa è uguale alla somma dei quadrati costruiti sui cateti. So yeah, I hope you understood. So yeah, thank you, Hat, I love you. And yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, we basically need to evaluate the square of half of the box side and then multiply it by 2, and yeah, so we do that. So 2 times s divided by 2 times s divided by 2, and this should work, because if I do the math from my phone, I should be able to verify if I did something really wrong. And what the fuck is the calculator? It's at C. Yeah, here it is. So we basically it's 100 times 100 times 2 is 20,000, and I'm really stupid because I should have been able to do it in my head. And then we evaluate the square root, and it's basically 141,4213562373. And basically after we evaluated that, and spheres, here's an error, and spheres, and we just print line inscribed, and if the values match, I didn't fuck up. 141,42,136. Yes, it works. So okay, let's see. Okay, so now now we create a function that returns a p-vector that's basically an object in processing that basically holds 3 variables, three decimal variables, and it's used to it's a vector. I don't know how to explain to you what a vector is, but basically, yeah, I will try it. So basically a vector, it's you can think it as an arrow that basically points to something on the plane, and it has 2 values in a 2D plane. In this case, in this specific case, fuck yeah, god damn it, yeah. it has an x value and a y value. So this is y and this is x. And basically it's just a way to simplify. Instead of putting two variables, we just use one variable, one object that contains all the data and the functionality related to vectors, so vector maths and shit that I don't really know because I dropped out of university. Yeah, it not only has a direction, it has also a it has a direction and an angle, or it's a size. I don't really know. It has a, you can think of it as a length and an angle between the, yeah, it's, you don't need to know this to understand what I'm doing right now. Just think it's an arrow that can rotate and can do shit. So we do constrain, and we just put a p vector inside of it, and we call it a, and we say float cx and float cy, and then I say return new p vector with constraint a dot x from 0 to cx. I think that's the number of arguments that the constraint function accepts. A dot y 0 cy. I think we're good to go. Yeah, no errors, no squiggly lines. Yeah, you're a scholar, Lou. Vector gang. Okay, so what? Okay, so we are looping through the plane with angles, and we can like float x is equal to inscribed c times cosine of angle, and we're basically here calculating the points on the inscribed circumference. No, it's not inscribed, it's circumscribed, I think that's the term, to the cake. We are basically calculating all these points here, and then after we calculated them, so let me just copy and paste here because it only changed 3 letters, sine, angle. We just say that p vector pose. We didn't use this p vector right up here, so we just delete it and use it here. It's constraint. Why did I put a p vector here? I guess we just do new p vector. It's really silly what I'm doing right now, but I guess it works. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I think yeah, I can just say float Z, because we are in 3 dimensions, and oh no, it's not Y, it's Z. Wait a minute, we fucked up. Okay, because float Y, it's equal to, yeah, because let me explain. So in processing, we translated the origin of the thing. We basically translated it in the center of the canvas. We translated everything to the center, so basically we have a Cartesian reference system that looks like this, and this, with this being the z-axis, this being the x-axis, yeah, and this being the y-axis. Yeah, and if you studied math, you can say that even it's yeah, when you study like 3-dimensional stuff in school, you think it as x, y, and z, and or at least I think about it like this, and this is y. And when instead in computer graphics stuff, it's like this. So we need to calculate x and z, and then y should be something negative, because we want it on the top of the cake. Okay, so where's processing? Float y, it's like minus the height of the cake divided by 2 but plus the radius of this sphere, because y is the center of the sphere, and we don't want or maybe I want the sphere to be like a semi-sphere on top of the cake. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. So x, y, z. Okay, so now we say push matrix, pop matrix, and now I will explain what the fuck is this. And then we say translate to post.x, post.y, post.z, and then we say sphere R, and Yeah, we didn't use this. Wait. And if I say it should work, it didn't work. But we see that the wait. Let me do a thing. Let me do x y. We can float y rot is equal to 0, and we can say y rot plus equals 0.1, and then we y rot percent to pi. Yeah, this is modular arithmetic, and but if I no, I need to draw the background, otherwise 127 sphere field 255, so it's white. So now maybe the rotation is too much. Okay, 10 times slower. Okay, so we see that the constraint function didn't work because I didn't use that. Yeah, I created a function that I didn't even use. Cool. Yeah, so yeah, the cake is spinning because I am rotating it by a y rotation value that I am incrementing by 0.01, and this value is to ensure, well, I didn't even need to use it because of how we define angles. Yeah, it's just taking up processing power, so let's just not use it. Yeah, basically we are rotating by some amount. That's why the cake is rotating. And also now, if for the time being, if we do like 36 of them, of the spheres, we see 36 of them. Maybe smaller, like 5. Yeah. And we just say pose dot equals constraint pose, and then we say s divided by 2 and s divided by 2. Yeah, here it's not 0, it's minus cx, because the sine and cosine values swing from 1 and minus 1. Here we are multiplying it by inscribed c, so in this case the x and z values are going from minus inscribed c, so minus 141 and plus 141. So now if it doesn't throw an error, yeah, of course, because I fucked up here, and we just want 0 on the oof, I see something. What's the problem? translate. Why is not 0? Yeah, it's minus h is okay. Now we are just hard coding shit. It's not good, but yeah, for the time being it's fine. And it doesn't work. Huh. Let me try another approach. Maybe we can just say x is equal to constraint x and minus x. We can just copy and paste this and then modify it a bit. And then z is equal to, okay, let me x, here's z, and then we just, and then we put minus in front of it, yeah, x, y, z, and then we just don't need to do it like this. Okay, so now it should work, unless I didn't understand. Yes, it works. What a delicious cake. But maybe, and I say maybe, we should have like instead of our coding values here, we might want to have it like here, float topping max, maybe, and then we just say topping max is equal to this, and minus like 10 pixels, so that the spheres are not laying on the edge of the cake. And then we just replace this with topping max. I don't know. Let's try. Yes, it's a really ugly cake, but it's a cake, I say. And and yeah, now we need to, why this because I have stroke, and yeah, I said I have stroke, but I should really say no stroke. I had stroke. Oh, Jan, what the fuck? We need more layers, dude. Oh god. Okay, so no stroke, and now you shouldn't even be able to see them. Okay, fill 255 0 0, and then the cake should be fill green cake, I guess. Mint flavor with cherry on top. I don't know. Should be really good though. Oh my god. Yeah, we need some lighting. Let me see. A lighting. We need more. What the fuck is lights? No. I want directional light. Or maybe point light? Or spotlight? I don't know the difference between, so let's just... Spotlight. The spotlight need to be included in draw to remain persistent in a looping program, placing them in setup of and the here should be when I'm gonna color mode. The X and YZ parameters specify the position of the light, the direction of the light. The angle parameter affects angle of the spotlight cone. No, I don't think so. Why? Point light. The point lights need to be included in draw to remain okay. And just okay, a point light. It's really simple to implement. Control C, and we just say point light like X, like 100. It's like, let's say 300. I don't know, I'm just making up values, to be honest. This is not the position, this is the fucking color. So it's 255, and then 255, and here I say 300. I think so. And then Z should be, no, Y should not be, wait, Y should be 0. Let's say 300, I don't really know. Let's put in wait, X, Y, it's minus 300. Okay. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, really? No, I want to do Control C and Control V. You won't stop me. And now we just say, instead of, can I, well, 1080. I don't really know. So instead of, I want it to be a lot bigger, 800 by 200 maybe, and the number of spheres should be like 100. I don't know, I just want to mess with the code. Oof. Okay, now it looks kinda okay, so okay, now I need to, yeah, I cannot stop it. Yeah, thank you. let's say 1000 by 800, otherwise it will explode. And then we can say rotate x, let's say float x rot is equal to map mouse x, it's x, no, mouse y, that goes from 0 to height to pi divided by 4 and minus pi divided by 4. I think we fucked up the signs here, so it should be like this, and then qua ci mettiamo x rot. Let's see what happens. Oof, no, I had these signs. Good. With height, maybe it should be like 250, but maybe 370. I don't know. Ooh, wow. And then we have to draw 100 spheres, and no, I want 7 or 10, let's say 10 for the time being. Ooh, wow, they are evenly spaced if you think about them being the projection, the intersection between the a radius of a circumference that's circumscribed to the cake and an imaginary square on top of the cake. Yeah, they are not evenly spaced, mainly because 10 is not divided by 4, divisible for a 12. Maybe if I say 12 it would be a little more even. I don't really know. No, it's not. But we have 3 spheres per side. Yeah. And then the cool thing is that we can make a video about it. We can just put some frames together with a tool on processing, and it looks really cool, just like this. I don't know if this is is like this. I think is this. Yeah, I did it with processing. I did this with processing, and let me switch to this, and it's good. Yes. And yeah, let me save the cake. Let me save it, and let me show the thing that I here. Yeah, here's the sketch that I made for the intro to the stream. Oops, something happened. Yeah, the cats are destroying my house. Please send help. And then, oh no, it was taking screenshots. because I had to convert that to a convert that to a how to a video in order to import it to OBS. And yeah, what the fuck? Okay, so yeah, here's the cake. Do you like it? I made it with big love. And yeah, the cake. The cats are destroying my house. Help. And yeah, I don't know, we could even like inscribe, see where is the topping max. What's topping max? We can even put them a little bit closer to the center. I don't know. Ooh, really good cake, yummy. Yeah, I cannot taste it. Yeah, good. And yeah, I think we can wrap it up for now. Oh my god, yeah, this is like, this is really bad. Oh wait, before we end this shithole, there is some really cool shit that we can do with with processing. And here is it. It's really cool. It's called the Chaos game, and you can do this. It's basically generating fractals, and this is the Sierpinski triangle, and all the code is basically choosing 3 points and then randomly choosing a point on the screen. I don't actually remember it how it worked, but basically there's I made it after I watched a coding challenge from Daniel Schiffman, and his version only accepted like the Sierpinski triangle, but I modified it so you can put any value, any number of points. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I can put 30, and I don't know, let's see. And it does a bunch of shit like this. Yeah, it's kind of, it's only really good when it's like 3, and 3 it's the Sierpinski triangle. 4 it's like a bunch of squares that arise from randomness, and then we have 5, that's a bunch of pentagons, and it's really cool, the Sierpinski pentagons. Yeah. And then we can go 6, I don't know, maybe it's interesting. Yeah, 6 it's really interesting actually. It's kinda cool. And yeah, I should use them actually. I should use them for like intros, and I don't know. So yeah, I think we can wrap it up for now. If you have like any questions that I didn't answer because I basically ignored chat for this whole hour. And yeah, no kitties because I think they destroyed the house and my sister is pissed off. So, and also when cats enter my room, they don't want to go out of the room. So yeah, gatto and cazzo are not similar, so but you can say cats. Oh, cats. Yeah, it kind of sounds like it. So yeah, it kind of looks like hypercube, sort of. No, it doesn't look anything like an hypercube. Yeah. Let me see. God damn it. Hypercube, W-axis rotation. Let me see if there's a GIF. That's how an hypercube rotates in the W-axis in the fourth dimension. And it's really good. I would imagine. And then we do and we do Fn, F11, and we do pa, and I hope it's not copyrighted. Stuffed red pepper recipe. You cut the pepper, and then you stuff it, and that's it. Yeah, this is the hypercube. Hypercube. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Hetman, yes, Hetman is right. And hypercube, it's a square. It's really funny. Ha 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 ha, funny. And yeah, with that being said, I think we can wrap it up. So thank you everyone for watching this stream. I am really happy that nobody like started saying, I don't want to see that, fuck you. Okay, so yeah, I love you all. Kisses from Italy. Stay safe and have a nice day. Bye bye.